mainstream media. So you mentioned, I noted you mentioned the term there, unbiased news. So can you just elaborate a bit on that, like how you plan to remove bias, because that's not just a problem in news, that's a problem in the field of AI as a whole, removing bias. So maybe we can have a bit more on that.
Sure. So I'll give a very specific example. If you, by and large, please have a seat. So if you read any news, news can be biased both on left or right. So I'm just giving a specific example. If you read any news of NDTV, at least till the last 6 or 8 months before, overall the news was very factual. You love it. And then in the last paragraph, somehow in the last few lines, it is all the fault of one person who happens to be the Prime Minister of the country. So what happens is bias comes at a sentence level even. It's not just the whole news. There will be factual stuff. So what happens is one of the key human psychology is confirmation bias. So if someone is saying 10 things which you feel very comfortable with, and this is also a marketing strategy people do, and then they don't question critically the 11th thing. You assume that to be true. And that is a strategy among other strategies that are used by these news journalists. And recently, there have been a huge news flash, not as much as I would like, of how several media houses, they have been heavily funded by the Chinese sources, not just in India but worldwide. See, one of the things, if I want to say that we'll be unbiased, first of all, people have to trust that we are unbiased. How do you do that? We do not have to rely on any single funding sources. Neither it should be the government, either local or state or central government, or it should be any single entity. The way to do it is through very interesting channels. Like previously, when I had this news media back in 2010, 11, 12 timeframe, we were relied by common advertisers. We didn't know any of our clients, yet we earned a decent amount of revenue. Now the second source of revenue is through this cryptocurrency. And I know there are certain issues with cryptocurrency, people have lost money, but that is not the way I'm trying to put the cryptocurrency here. It is as a platform for people to show support and say, hey, you know what, I support your initiative, this is the amount of token I want to buy. So this is a form of crowdfunding. This is a form of crowdfunding that has been made possible through the ICOs and the IDOs and all that. So that is what we are banking on, that common people should fund the news and we algorithmically de-bias the news. Because to specifically answer you, when there is a bias in the news, you get certain kind of pointers. And now it has become even easier, without getting into slightly more details, with the LLMs, this has become, now again, with the LLMs also there is one problem. LLM is large language model that is typically used in solutions like ChatGPT or Google Bard. Now, one interesting thing is, for example, ChatGPT or Google Bard, they are also censored model. But yes, you can get uncensored model and you can train them. And only then you can hope to get unbiased news. So for example, I'll just give one example and I'll end this. So for example, in ChatGPT, if you ask to say anything bad about Jesus or Muhammad, it will say, no, we can't do that. It's not the right thing to do. Try that with Krishna, it doesn't feel so much censored. So I'm not saying that's good or bad, I'm saying that there is a censorship one way or other. And that needs to be eliminated. So we should start with uncensored model and then, algorithmically try to improve on it. But that's just one approach of it.